Welcome to the launch of Katanox. I'm very happy that we today have the opportunity to present our solution to you. We are a hospitality B2B distribution company and facilitating payments in the B2B space within hospitality. And we're talking about the theme of the conference, which is new agents. So I'm explaining our solution, how we're powering new agents of change in travel. So either TikTok or OpenAI is planning to sell travel. The competition will be about the distribution of the hotel rooms, normally with the existing players in the field. So talking about improving distribution is disruption. And looking at other industries where this actually counts for, we have seen many high-growth companies disrupting by improving distribution. Talking about Uber, talking about Airbnb, talking about Netflix, talking about Amazon, and also in the B2B space, companies like Adyen, improving distribution of payment methods. So becoming a new agent in travel and providing the opportunity to, let's say, disrupt the way how travel is being booked, they need new infrastructure for distribution of hotel rooms. This is finally what the competition will be about. So taking you through a short history of hospitality distribution and also the evolution of business models in travel. If we look into, let's say, the 50s, the first hotel room was being booked electronically. And in the 60s and 70s, we saw the rise of the GDSs. In the 90s, interesting what happened in 2000s, but in the 90s, we saw, of course, the growth of the OTAs, and in the 2000s, we saw the growth of the wholesale platforms who provided the opportunity for agencies to become merchant of record. And in the 2020s, of course, everyone understood what happened there, flexibility, transparency, but also the need for direct connect became extremely important and to merge the two business models. So looking back at the start of the GDSs, at that time, it was a very simple situation. The GDS provided access to the travel agents to book a hotel, and the payment was being taken in person. But when the internet came up and the online travel agents also needed this inventory, the need for additional components in order to be able to sell travel became also very important. And this also led to online travel agencies becoming merchant of record. And this is where the problems start. So if we talk about all of the companies who came in between the agency and the hotel, providing components in order to being able to sell travel, we started to come into a situation where contracting, connectivity, payments, commission settlement all needed to be provided by separate companies. So we're moving from a very simple environment into a complex environment, and this is also where the difficulties start. So thinking about the fact that the real complexity is you have to manage all of those different companies at the same time. And dealing with complexities like 10 to 15% of the virtual credit cards to pay out hotel partners fails. And we all have the experience of walking into a hotel, checking in with the idea that the payment has been done, but you still have to pull your card because something went wrong. And this is an experience which is memorable for the wrong reasons. So looking at all of the complexities this patchwork of companies is bringing together and finally resulting into missed revenue opportunities, operational inefficiencies, poor customer experience, and unnecessary costs of complexities. This is why we built Katanox. Bringing all of these components together into one platform, built in-house, end-to-end, providing the working relationship between a hotel and a distribution partner in one platform. Looking into what we provide in this one platform, what if we combined contracting in order to increase deal-making and partner acceptance? Connectivity to provide a data exchange directly between the travel application and the hotel's PMS or CRS. Content, because you need to have attractive content if you're in selling travel by providing attractive content and not a pile of towels on a bed, which is actually the default picture of selling a hotel room. And of course, payments. Taking the travel buyers away from payment tools which are based on the card networks into a straight bank transfer, end to end. And of course, finally, the partners need to be paid on both sides, the revenues to the hotels and the commissions to the agencies. So reconciling all in one go. We've built Travel's growth engine, and we've been doing this with our team from Amsterdam, London, and New York, and providing the opportunity to work closely with our partners, 4 of the biggest global chains in the world, powering new agents like Navan, Hopper, Capital One, and also Lanes and Planes. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well done. Audience, what do we think? Some colleagues with high greens, a few reds, mostly greens. Focus group.
Not too bad.
Half and half. How are we doing? Same half and half down here. Harsha, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I still don't understand what is it that you do and what is the value that the customer is getting. I understand the problem very well, but I'm not sure how you're solving that in a unique way.
So we're providing a platform where both hotel and the buyer, or let's say the travel seller in this sense, are having a direct relationship. So purely direct contracting between the hotel and the buyer, and providing all of the components in order to automate the workflows, including the financial workflows.
Ellen?
So does that mean you have to sign up both the hotelier and the travel seller? And what's the revenue model for you?
The revenue model is actually a very clear model. So on the buy side of the platform, the travel applications are paying a percentage of the transaction in the range of 1%. And on the sell side of the platform, hotels don't pay for distribution, but only pay for receiving the payout in their bank account, which is a 1%.
So how is this different from hotel beds, web beds, Expedia Partner Solutions, EPS?
So all these companies you mentioned are in fact merchant platforms. So they take the inventory and the money on their balance sheet, and we don't. We are a regulated money transmitter, which means that we facilitate the transaction and the payment as a payment service provider.
Got it, but they also do the entire workflow from contracting to invoicing, but you're just putting a different skin on it?
Well, these companies operate on net rates, and in our platform, the hotels operate on sell rates, which means that there's full transparency of the rates, which is being offered in the application of the travel buyer.
Any last questions?
Yeah, maybe one last one. Does that mean that all the players who work with you would need to work with your payment flows? Would they have options to...
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Your payment flow.
Yes.
Because you have a very specific payment flow. For example, if the hotel wants to get their payments at their property, would they have the option to do that?
Which means indeed that we are avoiding the use of virtual credit cards by a straight bank transfer. So the front office, let's say the front desk person doesn't have to charge a card or doesn't have any authentication problems because it's all being settled in the back end through the bank transfer.
Thank you very much, Mendel.
All right.
Well done.